welcome to Always On with Tonya and Jay, featuring DJ J.U. Ice. What's up, y'all?
Ice.
What's
yo,
up?
yo.
What's
we
up?
Putting the fire back in your Friday with this hot shit coming to America.
Coming to America 2.
Yeah,
what's going on, Jay?
I'm just chilling, hanging out with you, my main man, DJ J.U. Ice from the Wu Tang. I'm so excited. The theaters are opening. I think Broadway might even be coming back soon. I don't know, maybe a few weeks from now, a month or two. Baby steps.
Hey, New York is trying to get it right. The tri-state area is trying to get it right. That's what we're trying to do. What's going on with you, J.U. Ice?
Just chilling in the lab. You know what I'm saying? You can say this. This is always on.
Dropping the needle.
Like coming to America.
Dropping the needle.
You know what I mean? You got a lot of shows coming through.
All right.
I like the new look. I like the new look in the background. Yo.
Look, I miss you guys for real. Miss you guys. But we got a good show going on here. We got a great show. We're going to talk about Coming to America 2.
It better be love, because you know if it's not, we're gonna make a donkey out of it.
We got some great guests coming on. We've got film critic Mike Sargent. We got Kit Willams, actress, producer, and we have Shamroc Peterson, producer. Okay. Yeah, so we got some great people. Let's get into it. Like, we ain't got time to get into it. So Mike Sargent.
I know you're gonna be feeling Shamrock, Tonya, because he's all buffed out.
He is fine. You fine, Shamrock.
He got insurance too, boo. That's listen for all y'all that don't know about it at home. Tanya's like, she ain't gonna be with no player that don't have insurance. But we're gonna get into that a couple of weeks from now.
We're gonna talk about all that stuff later. Yes, exactly.
You're looking good, girl. Let's do this shit.
All right, let's do this. Let's get our first guest up. We got film critic Mike Sargent, who's going to help us talk about Coming to America 2. And we got Kit Willams, like I said before, producer, actress, and we also have Buffman Shamroc Peterson. So
I'm excited.
Yes, exactly. Let's start off with film critic Mike Sargent. Mike Sargent, what's going on? Did you see the movie yet? What do you think?
And he did Raw. When Raw came out, that was like, that reestablished, that Raw to this day is still one of the best and most successful stand-up movies ever. I mean,
ever.
Does anybody disagree?
No, I do not disagree.
Okay, so now,
well, you're talking to Eddie Murphy fans.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna finish my context then.
Yeah.
So Eddie Murphy. Now, when Coming to America came out, a couple other elements are going on and that I feel are notable. One, John Landis. Now, John Landis gave him his second hit, Trading Places. John Landis, who did Animal House, and you got to remember who John Landis, American Werewolf in London, and he did the Thriller video for Michael Jackson. So John Landis had a hit with Michael Jackson with Thriller. He'd had a hit with Eddie Murphy, Trading Places, and they had friends. The writers of Coming to America, where they were from Saturday Night Live. Eddie was from Saturday Night Live. So this was kind of like, all right, we've got all the elements. But a couple things I have to say, because I watched Coming to America the night before I watched Coming to America 2. And I hadn't seen Coming to America in about 20 years. So my memories of it, just like you said, Jay, it's sort of like you feel old because as you watch the movie, you're remembering who you were then, what was going on in the world, what it meant at that time. I mean, black movies were just beginning to start to hit. And that movie was essentially a black fantasy, but it was John Landis. John Landis is a white director. He had his brand of silly that was popular at the time. And that's always popular, that sophomoric humor. There's always some king or queen of it. At the time it's the Farrelly brothers, or then it's Judd Apatow or Judd, you know what I'm saying, right? So then to me, now looking at the film, it's sort of black humor. And you got two white writers, it's Eddie Murphy's concept, and you got a white director. It's still kind of black humor through the lens of a white man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we should touch on that. You know, I know Candace was, you know, KB or Kenya Barris was also one of the writers.
Nah, I didn't come up to that one yet.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna kind of keep you moving a little bit because there's a lot to it. Because get on KB, and then let's talk about the white writers, because Murphy had mentioned in one of his interviews that in the negotiation process of the first one, there had to be a diversity hire, aka white. In this case,
Kenya
it was
Barris,
opposite.
right.
Well, it had to be a diversity hire. It had to be a white guy, Louis Anderson. That whole story.
Oh, right. Yeah. They had to.
He was the token white character.
Right.
They
were forced to do it.
Right. Now, what's interesting about all of that, I was setting the stage to say that was 33 years ago. It's 33 years later. Now we have, you know, Eddie Murphy. Everybody knows Ryan Coogler came at him with an idea, and he didn't like Ryan Coogler's idea, but he realized, you know what, I would like to make a sequel, and he had his own idea. Now, the two writers originally involved, they were involved. He asked for that minority hire, that happened. But seeing the movie, and I've seen it now, and we've all seen it now, you know, there's a feeling of nostalgia at first, but then after a while, I mean, you know the story if you saw the trailer. It's just a question of how does this play out?
Right.
You know, a lot of the humor. And I want to preface it to say, you know, Jay's down there at the movie theater, and that's an important point. I feel comedies lose a lot. You don't get to see it with an audience. You know, when you watch that movie, when you watch this movie, you kind of, for me, I felt like, wow, this would play so much better in front of an audience. You know, it seems written for like that audience interaction. You know, they're gonna react to certain things that are homages to the original and whatnot. But I just felt 33 years later, we really, it felt out of touch, even though part of the story is, you know, supposedly dealing with the, you know, patriarchy that's going on and, you know, in Zamunda. But at the same time, I probably went into this with higher expectations than I should have. Okay. I loved seeing everybody back on screen. John Amos, Shari Headley. I loved it. I loved seeing all these actors who you loved seeing back then who weren't getting enough work. You loved seeing them then. And I was reminded of that. But at the end of the day, I really didn't feel that I wanted to like it a lot more. Didn't hate it, but you know, they did so many things to liven it up, like the story's dragging and they throw in music and the celebrity pops in and you know I'm like, okay, I want to see another celebrity. I'd like to see who shows up, but that's not enough. And there are no surprises in the script, and it really kind of comes down to me, the script and the directing. The script and the directing were not up to the level of the talent and the premise. That's my, you know, speeding it along, as Jay says. That's my review. I could say a lot more, but I'll say that. But
because there's so much to get to,
yes,
that's why, you know.
Absolutely.
That's why.
Absolutely.
So, because we're gonna bring in another young woman, you know, but there was one big point you said that you liked it, but you wanted to like it a lot more. I felt the same way,
and I did too. Totally. The reason why, let me go over a couple of points real quick here.
Please.
All right. So the first movie, it was exciting. It was funny. You know, it's comedy and everything. I didn't feel that much comedy in this movie. That's the whole thing. No comedy. I wanted to laugh, like when they were looking for ladies at that club and stuff like that. That was funny. You know, I would have rather actually for them to, when he found out he had a son in Queens, it should have stayed in Queens, just like the first movie.
Now you see, can I just, I love what you're saying. And I want to add to it to say, it's not that there was no comedy. It's just that it wasn't funny.
Okay.
It wasn't funny. It was supposed to be funny.
But it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny.
Even
it wasn't funny.
That's the pin walking scene when he was trying to be young and everything.
That was like,
okay.
It was like, wow, like that. It was like an outtake.
Right. It was.
It was like it should be in there. I can see the script meeting saying, "Yeah, we have a scene when and then it'll be in the trailer."
Right.
You know.
Yeah, there was no memorable scene in there that was funny where I could talk about it for years to come. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, well, also, with the exception of when Eddie's wearing makeup as these characters, and even that stuff was, middling.
Yeah, it really was.
What scene did Eddie make you laugh? When did Eddie get to stretch himself even a little? Other than those,
Well, towards the end when he did Sexual Chocolate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When he's wearing the makeup, those were fun. Those were fun. It's fun to see him doing that. I just wish it was better material. All those characters deserved better material.
I think so too. I really believe. But let's bring in Kit Willams. Kit, let's see. Kit, are you there?
I am. How are you?
God.
I got my whole like coming to America thing going on. Horrible lighting, but I'm not in my own home studio. I'm like traveling, so I'm like, living my life.
How are you?
You're in Zamunda, you said?
Can you not tell? Because we don't got the best kind of Wi-Fi here, okay? This is not Wakanda. This is Zamunda. Different place. Wakanda, they got the best Wi-Fi.
That's right. That's right. Zamunda, I don't know.
Zamunda, we get by, okay? We get by.
So what do you think about the movie?
Real talk, and it's so funny because like, I love movies. I'm an actor, and that's what I do, but
I gotta move inside.
This movie hurt my feelings. It hurt my no, because I loved it and I wanted to love it even more. But I mean, I agree with Mike. It really wasn't that funny per se.
Right.
Because honestly, like, I'm not gonna give away spoilers, but if I was a mama and I done pushed out 3 of your babies, and now you got a new baby coming in and you try to act like my babies wasn't even here when you came and took me out of my own country and I came to your country.
Right.
We gonna have real issues. And there was never really that even issue. Like nothing was really touched upon. And it was great that they brought a lot of people in. But can we talk about where was Eric LaSalle?
He had scheduling conflicts just like Sam Jackson.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I mean, I get it that you now EP at NBC and you doing your big ass shit. I get that.
Well, can I ask both of your opinion here? Because here's something that occurred to me, because I spoke about this several times. I did my own show. I do this other show, and I've thought about it, and I part of what I was trying to say before is I feel like, okay, it's this black humor through a white lens, you got these white guys wrote it, this white guy, I mean, they can't help it. This is who they are,
Right.
They're going to see, what was black funny 33 years ago, transplant that to today. It's got to be kind of woke black funny. They hire Kenya Barris. But if the main conceit of the film is that he and his, let's just say, friend who come from this, let's just say, extremely patriarchal society, and they do and treat women in, let's just say, such a way that it's a central point. He's got 3 daughters. She's trained. He doesn't even disregard. He goes get son that he had illegitimately on some night of debauchery, blah, blah, blah. What this film needed was not Kenya Barris. It needed a black woman to have looked at this script and said, okay, here's how you take this to the 21st century, acknowledging, let's wipe away the white male, let's wipe away the black male, let's get to the female, which is what this movie should have been about, in my opinion.
Because that's who he married. He married a black American woman.
Right.
And
Exactly.
Because those kids are half American.
Right.
Because I'm like this, fuck you, Dad. I'm going back to my own country if you don't want to treat me like I'm supposed to be treated. Like, that's what I felt like should have happened.
Right.
And I felt like it never got to the point, but I don't want to be mad about it.
See, I don't want to be mad either.
I'm not mad about it, but like you both, I needed more. I needed something to make me remember it when I'm 70 years old or 80 or whatever. But nothing made me remember anything. I would have even appreciated if they would have brought it up to the 2021 thing by having Future or the Baby or something, because that was a young guy. So the old music, have some old, bring in the new. The Baby was hot. We got Future. We got all these other cats that are out there. Bring them in. Make it hot.
But what it comes down to, Mike, a lot of times, it looks like to me, The money's ran out. It looks like, you know, Eddie kept saying, I didn't want to make it a money grab. I didn't want to make it a money grab. It ended up being a money grab. They went straight to Amazon. Amazon paid a reported $130 million for it. So that right there, and nobody, and they got everybody to come back. So the goal, yes, was to entertain a core audience. Yes, it could have been funnier. I think it shows that Eddie's on his next level of this business. He's been in it for a long time. He probably didn't necessarily have to do it. But what he did do, and we talked about this earlier, T, is that he put a lot of African Americans and people of all colors, nationalities, men and women, and children to work.
And his daughter.
Back to work.
Exactly.
Back to work. And that's what I loved about the movie the most.
And his daughter.
Yeah, well,
and you know,
let's not forget about Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes did the same thing. He brought his whole family in there too.
Listen,
so,
that good for them. It's
they all did good.
Project.
Everybody got paid somehow, some way.
Hey, listen,
Right,
I've seen.
Exactly.
Let's put it this way. I feel we're allowed to have a big bloated something for Black folks that is not as good as it should be, because there've been plenty of
We are more than allowed.
Yeah,
That's,
we're allowed.
They owe us.
I wanted it to be a lot better, but I'm not mad at it.
Let's
put it
get
like
this in before we
you
take
know what
our
I'm
first
saying?
break.
I'm not mad.
Let's get this in. Mike, question. Kit, question. Is it, I hate to say it, is it Oscar worthy?
Don't waste my time on bullshit like
we
that.
could,
You
we
know
could
it's
tease
not.
it, or we could take
You
a break.
know it's not.
I know it's not, but I'm asking you
because
okay. Because
let me ask you a
Eddie got
question.
friends in the business.
Honestly, the best Oscar-worthy performance, I hate to say it, fucking Dreamgirls from Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Like that was his Oscar-worthy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but when you said Oscar worthy, I'm thinking, okay, what category could it possibly be?
Right. Well, I'm thinking, what could it be?
Yeah, I would tell you the only category I think it's Oscar worthy is the costumes.
Right. No, wait a minute. Wait, I'm sorry.
Never failed.
Hold on. No,
I forget her name, but that woman never failed.
Ruth Carter. Yeah.
Ruth Carter.
Never fails.
Right.
Tonya disagrees.
Tonya's wrong. I love you.
Listen.
She's amazing.
Listen, there were some costumes that I saw some of the guys that were dancing. I swear to God, I saw that on Amazon, but they got the costume from Amazon. Okay.
Hey,
they got
Amazon need to make money too. Jeff,
I gotta watch my back out here. It's all kind of me.
All right.
But you know what? I agree. It's not like this isn't one of those costumes like you're gonna take home. Like in Bridgerton, they have some great costumes. But we got a lot to talk about. We got to check it out.
What kind of costumes they wear in Zamunda? Oh, costumes from the Amazon.
Oh, and you know what? Speaking of that,
Amazon is close to Africa.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They get their costumes in Zamunda from Amazon.
Speaking of that, you know, you saw your boy Trevor Noah up in there, and his costume looked. I mean, it was just.
Whack.
It did.
You know, he looked whack, but I was happy to see him. I know
that's the point. I was happy to see everybody. I was happy to see Wes.
Listen,
I was happy to see the young.
In the 60s, they used to have a bunch of bad comedies. The 60s romps, they called them. You know, like it's a mad world, and they were mindless foolishness for just lots of celebrities to show up.
And we don't have them now.
This? No, well, you know.
Well, that might
I'm
have
just
been a
saying
throwback.
this kind of felt like that to me, where it was, you know, these are old established stars who are just happy to be there. They're all happy to be working, you know.
As an unemployed actress, I'm happy to be working when I'm working too.
Listen, let me ask you a question. Was Felicia Rashad in the movie?
No,
I didn't see her.
I saw her standing next to.
That's why I watched it again, because you was like Felicia. I was like Felicia.
Did you Google it? Because I don't think she was doing that.
I think she was standing next to. I'm gonna have to watch that thing again.
And I'm going to watch it 4 or 5 times, because I don't think she was. Because I think
you need to put that on social media. You know,
we got a social media poll too. Which one? Put that in. Tonya, put up your poll. Let's take a quick break. What time is it?
It's 8:26. Juice has been on her behind to get out. So Juice.
What is the poll?
Okay,
the poll is: was Felicia Rashad incoming
Mike,
to America too? Yeah.
Don't go away. We're just gonna take a quick break. We're gonna circle back to you in about 12 minutes. Kit, you're gonna stay with us. Let's take a 1 minute 60-second break, T, and come back.
All right, so Juice, kick us off some music for about a minute or two.
This is fun. And listen, guys, we're gonna come back. Not only we're coming to America, but we're coming back with Meghan Markle. Is she the bully or is she being bullied?
Oh. Juice, take us out.
Let's go. It's cold out here. Let's go. Do it, Juice. Yes. Woo. Freezing my tailbones off. Are we up? We lit?
Yeah, let's get back. Let's get back to it. We got a lot of stuff to come back. Thanks, Juice, for the music. That was hot. I can't wait for us to all be together again.
Yep, that's coming. Good looking out, Juice. All right,
thank you.
Shammy in. Let's move it. Let's move it along, team. We losing time.
All right. Whoever's not speaking, please mute your mic. Appreciate it.
He should be logged on. He was texting me.
Shamroc. Hold on. There you go. How are you?
Good, I'm good.
All right. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me good?
Can you hear me?
Okay, there you go.
We got you. All right, let's do it.
Shamroc. Shamroc, welcome to the show. Tell us who you are, what you do.
Hey, I'm Shamroc Peterson. I'm out here hanging in California right now. So I got the short sleeves on. I'm chilling.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Virginia, to be honest.
He's from the VA.
Near DC.
He's from the VA, yo.
You're from the DMV. Okay. All right.
From the DMV. You can call it the DMV.
That's right, the DMV. All right. So what brings you here? What's going on?
Let me just say a quick shout out to my homeboy Sham, because I know me and Sham, we work morning programming toe to toe for a long time, early morning. So it's good to have him back on. And he's been doing all these projects.
I'll be honest. I got any of the swagger you see on me is because of that guy, Jay Jones. You know what I mean?
Jay is always swagged out. I
always give him my swagger love to him,
Oh, wow.
But I know Sham's been working hard on various projects. Music is the latest. So Sham, you're going to have to bring us through, with a nice tempo, because we want to get your thoughts on Coming to America, because it looked like Tonya said she gave it 4 stars, but after that 25-minute conversation, I feel like you bashed it, Tonya. I feel like you bashed it. So, Sham, the floor is yours, Sham. They call him Sham Nizzle.
It was good to see so many people on camera. You know what I mean? It was good to see all of these people come back, and it was good to see Wesley Snipes doing his thing in a whole nother character. And so for me, I liked a lot of it. I love the original. Obviously, nothing could compare to the original, but I'll give it some love. It was very predictable. It was very, very predictable. And you kind of knew where things were going. But I like I said, personally, it's good to see a lot of the people that haven't been working back on film.
Why does that mean so much to us as an African-American community? Because we said that's the last point. It's good to see people work. And I mean, I get it, nuts and bolts. You got to pay the rent. You got to fill the pool. You got to look all buffed out like my boy, eat his protein. You got a warm house. I got a warm house. But it seems like in the Hollywood industry, you don't go there to say, I got to work. It sounds like you go there to do something else. So why do we keep going back to that?
As you know, as everybody knows on this, it's like in a blink of an eye, you can be forgotten.
True.
So for you just to be on film or to be able to be present, anything, I mean, it's a good look. It's a good look. I mean, I think it's challenging enough, whether in music, whether in television, it just changes, it's ever changing, and they're on to the newest and hotter thing all the time. And especially as Black people, because they're taking our ideas, shifting the narrative. And I've heard some people talk earlier, like, they'll have someone else come in and produce a show like your idea, and change it all up, you know? So you gotta be hot when you're hot, and you gotta continue to be hot.
So tell us about how your hotness. I mean, you seem like you were talking about it happens in any of the entertainment industry. You know, music's no joke. It seems like, you know, part of the buzz right now, you know, what used to be Barry White is now Swiss Beats or Taylor or whoever. I don't know. Tell me. Now Shamroc.
I took a chance because I haven't done music in 10 years. And it was because of all the things that were going on with social justice that I decided to come back. I had to sit down because my day job is I'm a travel TV host. And so when the travel stopped, I had to be creative and reinvent myself holistically. I had to think about it. And one of the things I thought about was like, you know, I'm sitting here, everyone's asking me, obviously as a Black man, everyone's asking me about what has happened, the multitude of killings, the multitude of civil unrest, the challenges that were going on in America. I had to sit back and say, how do I present myself? I'm not a big social media writing up these huge posts, responding to everything, but I did look back in the blessings that I had, and I said, hey, you know what? Maybe I could do something through song. So the one that actually moved me to be at this point in right now is when Ahmaud Arbery got killed. And when Ahmaud Arbery got killed, there was a post that I decided to do, whereas I ran with Ahmaud, right? So I did this run, had a water bottle, had my keys in my pocket. I run every morning at 4 a.m. And from that, I got a huge response. So I just I threw it out there. I said, you know what can I do? And the music came to me. I married on it. I marinated on it. I prayed about it. I did everything I could to not do it, but it wound up happening. And there we go. You know, 6 months later, I got a song.
And what's the name of the cut?
The World Without Love.
The World Without Love. And that's the one we have?
That's the one you have. And you see, I had to represent a little love today. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah. And the world needs love. The world needs
needs love. Ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I think with the song, you know, obviously a lot of people like LL and so many artists put out these very aggressive songs which were talking about the issue. I wanted to change the narrative and really say, hey, let's use something different, love, and try to say, can we anchor that? And when I found a Maya Angelou sample to kind of help bring it all together, it was hot. It was hot. I was blessed.
Oh, you took it to a place.
So you want to check out the video? I think we got your video.
Oh,
yeah, let's take a peek.
You guys can do it. You do what you do.
Okay, let me try here. Don't laugh at me. Now. I'm not the technology person, but I'm a technology person. You got.
As long as you don't show no other videos.
Hold on a second. One second. Oh, share.
Well, you know.
All right, here we go. Everybody mute your mic.
Nice job, T. Nice job. All right, so give us a little flavor. All right. We could probably fix that in post.
Even if you do the right thing, it's like Lee. That makes me a target like Mount King Wood to the mountains, so we shall overcome. This is the war without love. This is the war without love. The war without love. This is the war without love. This is the war without love. The war without love. Stolen land from natives on the backs of slaves. Love has no war. Latinos still get locked in the cage. Run like James, but I'm black and proud. We said Black Lives Matter, but you said we too loud. Maybe number 6. If I see Amy in Central County, man, leash on 911, saying I attacked her in the dogs watching while I'm hanging with Mr. Cooper. Tried to barbecue me back in every point I abuse. So we look to our leaders, but they can't see. Concerned with self-promotion to help people in need. Your guys punchy. Set extra churches for photo ops. Like dictators in the clan, they use the Bible as a prop. They want to fit us till there's a more Trayvon. Citizens arrested by the Zimmerman. So the killings go on and on. Another 400 years of injustice. This is Black in America, but in God we trust.
All right. So that was nice. I hold on. Let me get everybody back on here. Is everybody back? Hold on. Mute. Ask to unmute. Ask to unmute. Ask to unmute. There you go. Hey, Shamrock, that was nice. Everybody, hold on one second. Your mic's still mute. It's still muted. Can you unmute your mic? I muted everybody's mic. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm unmuting myself.
Uh-oh. Is it me? Okay, yeah, that's me. All right.
So that was interesting.
That was interesting, huh?
I loved it. Yeah. Okay, I'm just looking at the clock, trying to move the clock. So listen, the video's hot. We like that. What's your next project?
You know, it's funny. I got a huge response from the video, and people are asking for another song. So I put out a summer song, and I'm still doing TV. I mean, I'm on the Daily Flash, a TV show, weekly, and I still do my own production, which is the Diversigo production, whereas I have my own streaming television network. So I'm still, TV is my life. That's what I do. This has just happened to be a blessing that came up in my life to do, you know, and so I continue with it, and I'm a bless those who receive me with another song. You know what I mean?
Well, I can't wait for another song. I love it. It makes me feel loved.
Yeah. It is, but you know, it has some truth to it, though. You know, I had to. If you listen to the lyrics, it's real. It's about what we have been going through for ever since we landed here in America.
Right.
That's what the reality of.
You actually went straight to it when your first verse, you didn't play with it at all. You talked about George. What's his name?
George Floyd.
Yeah, George Floyd and everything.
And I always ask people, like, I'm a very metaphoric lyricist, and so I don't try to put it like very straightforward, but straight enough to where you understand certain things that are in the song. And I even talked about Tulsa, which is historic. People don't know that, you know, they burned down Tulsa, and I said Greenwood still, you know, financed Black Wall Street, and that's Greenwood is the street. If you knew about Tulsa, you know what I mean? So, and that's what it is. You know, we have to bring historical context and bring it to real stuff that's going on, because obviously everybody knew the I Can't Breathe part of it, but there's more to that song that I had to just be 100% real. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. All right.
We're going to wrap you up, but let me just ask you one quick question. I'm asking everybody. Tonya took a poll. So which one you like, number 1 or number 2, the best? And you think it's got any Oscar potential coming to America?
Of course, number 1. I mean, number 1 is legendary. You know, all the pops up with some McDowell's years later. I mean, everybody used to, you know, people were doing African garb way before Wakanda. You know what I mean? Coming to America set that off. And I'm sure Black Panther was anchored, you know, they remembered coming to America when they decided to do that. So Eddie Murphy, you know, he was young then, you know, and like you said, I've heard is like he got a little older, he got a little wiser, he got a little different, you know, and I think this is a safer movie. He's not taking the same risk he took in the 80s to make movies. Right. Now, as far as Oscar, I don't know if it's an Oscar favorite, but I think it's an enjoyable film where people will like it. I mean, it's entertainment. That's purely what it is. He's always been an entertainer. That movie is entertainment. I don't know if it's like he was trying to get an Oscar for coming to America.
Okay, wrap it up. Where can people find you on your social media? And then good night to you.
Shamrock without the K, SON Peterson. That's how you can find me, Shamrock Peterson, or at Shamrock Peterson, all your favorite social media.
All right, thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Oh,
happy 2021. Thank you, Sam.
Talk to you soon.
Hey, stay warm out there, Jay. Stay warm out there. You're looking kind of cold, brother.
I know, I'm getting ready to go to the shelter. You ain't lying. All right.
Peace
out, Sam.
Peace.
Peace out.
Take a break. Let's take a break.
Hey, Juice, take us out for a minute.
I'm gonna head back. I'm going inside. I'll see you in 7 minutes from the warmth of my home.
All right, but I'll be back up in about a minute.
You'll be back up, no doubt.
Juice, take us out for a second. Juice. Juice.
Get up. Go, Juice, go. Go, Juice.
Put your head into that white feet. Make your back fall to sleep and think about the beach. When we were kids, when all we had to do was pray and make good grades and take our grades before we ate that in the plates and think out for another day. It's time to go and have it home before the trouble down on us. The dusty fuck you up by half the bread and bring your breakfast to the bed and rest your head. You get no food to eat, the food to sleep, and don't you eat, don't make a big and jump and rope and sleep and get the Jesus and I stuff us out and lie and when I said to get knocked down into that trunk into next week and I up because you are wrong and I'm to home but somebody out there you were wrong. Taking away back to those good old days before the touching and we lost our days. Back to training, rocking, back when music had a good old feeling. Taking away back to those good old days before the touching and we lost our days. Back to training, rocking, back when music had a good old feeling. Good old feeling. Good old feeling. Hope that I get your taste of this shit. You think you're all stay fresh to death. That's what you do from Pecos to a need to future Cadillac. You straight to me with rums that taste so fresh and things that make it hard to see you in the smoking trees.
All right, Juice.
Just hope you do not know what's saying.
That's some funky stuff. What you playing?
You just so much and the broccoli on the side. Just don't get bills, don't get me.
All right, Juice. Thank you so much. All right, so listen, we're back. I came back a little early. That's all right. All right, we just got some things to talk, and we'll wait for Jay to get back to the house because I'm sure he's freezing his behind off outside. It's cold here in New York City in the tri-state area. Let's bring back Mike Sargent. Are you there, Kit? Are you there? Come on back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? What's up?
Are we still in Wakanda? Oh no, we're not. We're in Zamunda.
We had never been in no dang Wakanda, dude.
You know what? I live in Wakanda because that's the person I love. Like Zamunda, I'm like,
we ain't never been in no god dang.
No, like I know the folks of Zamunda.
Okay,
I know that.
It's a Wakanda state of mind.
But I come from Wakanda.
Okay,
for real.
Right.
That's where I come from.
Okay, I come from all over the world. I'm a military brat, baby. That's where I come from. But check it. If this movie was in the theaters, do you think people would come dressed as like they did for?
Nope.
You don't think so?
Ain't that black?
No,
oh?
I disagree.
Eddie Murphy ain't that black.
I disagree.
You think?
Yeah, no, finish though.
Okay, why?
No, I want to hear what she's saying.
No, the reason I disagree is because this is Eddie Murphy 30 years later. This is not the same Eddie Murphy. This is kind of like when I look at The View and I think of Whoopi Goldberg and her first, when she did her first Broadway show. Actually, I take that back. Her second Broadway show. And I'm going to say it's her second one because I never saw the first one. But I did see her second Broadway show when she brought it back. And that's when she was still like, you know what? I'm going to be me. I'm going to say what I got to say and do what I got to do. Eddie Murphy is trying to still be him. But he's being him with knowing like this. I got this check coming. I gotta make sure my people are paid.
But okay, all right. I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you.
Okay, I'm listening. Let's do this.
I think we're in a different age, and I think we're in the age of what they call cosplay. I think we're in the age where now again, this is pre-COVID culture. Like, I don't know what things are going to be like in the future, but if this were a year ago, 2 years ago, before things are the way they are now, I think it's the kind of movie that has enough of a following and enough. It has found its way. This is not just a movie. This is like a sequel to this Wizard of Oz, you know. It's a cultural touchstone, no less, maybe even more than Black Panther, you know.
But that's to you. That is to you and your age.
I don't think just to me, because you know Eddie Murphy did not become Eddie Murphy just because of Black people loving Eddie Murphy.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying Eddie Murphy became Eddie Murphy of the people who loved him 30 plus years ago.
Oh, I
Anybody
agree.
who is now 20.
Yeah, but I think Coming to America's got a pretty strong cult following. Or maybe not.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of
I think
people
there are
who
a lot of
are
young people who know people who are young enough to be foolish enough to dress up.
I
You don't think so?
But I don't have kids, and I'm not that young to where I can see like, oh, maybe. So I'm like,
okay.
I hear you. I do.
Listen,
but I know my nieces and my nephew, and they like this. Eddie who? And I'm like this. Shut the fuck up.
Really?
They don't know nothing. They don't know anything about this. So no, I don't think that young people.
Really?
They babies,
I don't think people
like under 20.
Maybe I'm just taking it for granted that everybody loves Coming to America. Maybe
No, see, but I do, and I get that. But I'm looking at my nieces and my nephew.
The older people do.
The old people do.
That's what I'm saying.
No, hear yourself, sis. The older people,
yeah, the older people do.
All right.
The people who are 18, under 20, name one person under 20 who even knows who he is, really.
Really?
All right, so let's move on to the next topic, y'all. We're going to talk about.
We're done with this.
Yes, exactly. Love the movie. I'll watch it again. I love it a little bit more, whatever. It's good.
Now that we old.
So second, we're going to talk. Hey, Juice, can you bring the music down just a little bit? So listen. We're going to talk about a big time topic. You know, Meg and Harry are supposed to be on Oprah this Sunday. So, trying to, hold on, let me stop that video. There you go. Can you see me? No, you didn't, Kit.
I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't, Kit.
And I got myself right between Megan and Oprah. Because I'm like this. Megan ain't here for me. I love Megan.
No, you did, Kit. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. But see, everybody knows the story. Megan is being called a bully.
She is not. She is A-okay by
So
me.
let's get into this topic real quick because we got what, 10 minutes left? We're gonna wait for Jay to get back. But anyways, let's get it. So she was called a bully, and she's being investigated by the Queen and all them for bullying.
Can I get in on this? Because I'm ready.
Yeah, let's get
First of all, they full of shit, okay? Because if the Queen had a problem, if she really had a problem about what people were saying about her and her whole funky ass family, they would have gone after fucking Netflix, okay? Okay? But now we're gonna go after the one Negro of color who had the nerve to say something and be like this. No, Harry, what we're not gonna do is have your family talk to me like shit and treat you like shit because they think that your daddy is not William's daddy. Okay, that's a whole nother subject. We're not gonna talk about that nastiness with that family.
No,
okay?
Girl, no, don't start it. We're
not gonna get to that. We're not gonna get to that. But what we are gonna get to is how the whole royals have come out against Meghan Markle. And as a black woman, I'm like this. Wait a minute.
Yes.
We have not said anything to Netflix. We have not said anything about shit.
Nothing.
But when the black woman come out, we got a lot to say.
So
you know what, bullies?
Bullies.
And you know what, Megan, she got a life. I get that, but I don't. So bullies, if you out there and you want to come for somebody, I'm your bitch. Because Megan was treated with such disrespect.
And still is going through it. She's still going through it.
Exactly. And going time and time again. And the thing is that she's pushing out these children. She is standing by her man. And she's like this, look, man, they doing you dirty. So we finna make our money and take care of ourselves.
Right.
To get those people. Because when you look like seriously, and like I was kidding before, but I wasn't really. When you look at the Netflix and the Queen and that show has been on for 4 years. They have pretty much outed that entire family. They've not said one word.
Right.
But when Meghan Markle decides to go talk to Oprah, who Oprah I love, but Oprah is kind of like Coming to America. A little bit old and dated. But still get ratings, so okay.
But listen.
But the minute she decides to go talk to him, now everybody was like this. Oh, she's a bully. She's this. She's that. I'm like, really? Meghan Markle's the bully. The little black girl who I know you didn't let her speak.
Well, she's saying that she was bullied. So, she doesn't know where this is coming from. What, she yelled at a staff member? Is that what it was?
First of all, she didn't know where it was coming from. We all know where it was coming from. It was coming from underlying racism.
Yeah, well.
So let's just call that what it is.
Okay.
And then I look at her, look at her, was it a bridesmaid party? No, it was a bachelorette party. And they invited like, the queen's cousins, whatnot, whatever.
Right.
And then I think it was Priscilla is her name. I think her name is Priscilla. I'm not definite on it, but she wore this big brooch with this big, black woman, big ass watermelon lips and shit. Just the most embarrassing, just in her face, just racist shit. And that's his family, and you're supposed to be their family.
Right.
And they're bringing you in.
Right.
So I'm like, no, ma'am.
All right. So did you see Harry on James Corbin?
On James Gordon?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what'd you think? Because he was saying, we had to get out of there. Basically,
you know what?
I didn't want my wife to go through what my mom went through. That's what.
Let me tell you something about Harry. He can get it. He can get all that.
I say the same thing. Look how fine he is behind you, girl.
Exactly. And look, and got more hair than his brother. So I'm like, first of all, you can get it, okay? And you like black women, you can definitely get it. And I got a thing for redheads, so he can get it all day
and night. Okay, but anyway,
but he's coming with honesty and truth, and he's coming from his heart.
From his heart. That's what I was. Yes, from his heart.
And I feel like, honestly, at the end of the day, when you love somebody and you come from your heart,
there you go.
Family thinks. Fuck what everybody thinks.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He loves his woman. Period.
Yes.
Period.
And I support him more for just being behind her and standing up with her.
He left their whole family. He left it behind. He did the Eddie Murphy move. That, you know what I'm saying? He was getting ready.
But you know what though? I feel like she was sent here to save him because he was already in a world of hate. In a world of hurt.
Yeah.
And now his grandmama is like this. Well, we just need you to do right by the family.
So this could be like the reboot of Coming to America.
Exactly.
I really think that all of this bullying, they should have had Ellen investigate.
Ellen who? DeGeneres?
Ellen DeGeneres, yes. Because she's trash. Bless her heart. I'm from Oklahoma. Bless your heart.
She's the one with the bullying on her.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, that's.
Did you see the episode with her and it wasn't Dakota Fanning. It was the girl from the nasty sex movie, the nasty one, 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh yeah,
the girl in there.
Oh yeah, that
Don
girl.
Johnson's
Whoever
daughter.
the girl was,
Don
did an interview with Ellen, and Ellen was nothing but shady, and I was like, oh, you trash, Ellen. And then that's when everybody started coming out with Ellen after that. But I was like, you trash.
Yeah, but so what do you think what do you think that she's going to say to Oprah Sunday?
You know what though? I really honestly think that they have so much class. It's not that they're going to have to say a thing.
I agree with you. I don't think there's going to be any bombshells on there.
None at all.
I think it'll be just good for her. I think it'll be good for Megan. And don't even get me going.
Because the way I look at it, look at this. Oprah's like this, Megan, we gonna make you safe. Harry is hitting Megan, so Harry gonna make sure Megan is okay. And Megan is gonna make sure Megan is okay. And the way that like I said, the way that Buckingham Palace is going after Megan, did you see there was an article today talking about it was the Queen talking about I'm so glad Prince Philip is doing better, but I was so worried. You're trying to make everything a story so nobody's gonna pay attention to what Meghan and Harry have to say.
Right.
What Meghan and Harry have to say, and the reason that nobody wants them to pay attention is.
Yeah, I do think that what they're going to say is that they were treating her unfairly, and that he was tired of the pomp and circumstance. You don't just give up your title. I mean, yes, you give it up for love, but you know what? You give it up for something better.
Peace.
And she represented everything that he realized he was missing in his life, which is not this false pretense of being above it all,
right?
But she was a real person,
right.
Ironically, even though she's an actress and it's all about playing
and billions, and she made her money, and I'm not mad about that.
Listen, I'm not mad about it either.
I'm not mad about her. I ain't mad about her and Harry. I'm happy for both of them. I hope they can have some sort of normal life, what they're seeking, without the royals.
Normal celebrity life.
Yes, a normal. They got a double whammy. They got the celebrity life and the royals actually behind.
But you know, I'm curious to see, like, flash forward 10 years from now, what they've done with the life they've carved out. Because, you know, to be, you know, there's class pecking order, there's social pecking order, there's cultural pecking order, but to come from these literally two different worlds, and to decide which world they're going to exist in is kind of, you know, that's an interesting story, you know.
Beautiful story, actually, because I'm like, I want to see how they're going to work that out.
Sure, exactly. I'm like, all right, flash forward 20 years, what's up?
I'm trying to survive right now. Like this, I can't do it. Do it for me, Megan. Do it, Harry. I need to see this.
We're waiting for Jay to come back through before we wrap up and get out of here. So while we're waiting for him to come back on and everything, why don't you all tell us how people reach you, what you do, blah blah. If you need anything, just shout yourself out.
Well, I am Kit Willams, and I've got a lot of stuff going on right now. You can follow me like, hi, I am Kit Willams anywhere. Like if you look on Twitter, if you look on Facebook, Instagram, if you look at I am Kit Willams, I'm right there. I'm really excited. This year, I'm actually doing a lot more sketch comedy, going up for SNL as a writer and hi, I got talent. That's what I'm called. Hi. Also just like having a lot of fun being me and love to debate anybody. So if anybody ever wants to like have a conversation at I am Kit Willams, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Hi.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, so wait a minute. Tell me about this. You said a writer for SNL. Is that what you say?
Yeah. I'm pretty funny. I mean, y'all don't know this because y'all like this, oh, she's just a talkative bitch. But no, I actually got a little bit of comedy inside. Down deep. And I am a sketch comedian writer. I moved to New York as a singer. That shit didn't work out, but they gave me a SAG card and they said TV. I was like, okay. And now I've been being funny because I'm like this. Actually, you know what? People say that I'm funny. I just think that I'm sarcastic and realistic, and I just tell my truth, and it works.
Okay.
And so, like, now I'm just doing what I do.
All right. Well, Jay's back.
Oh,
hey, Jay. Jay. Yeah. Uh-oh. I hear a doggy.
Oh, he made it home.
He made it home.
He went straight home. He's like, I'm out.
I felt like he had transformed. You know.
No, I know what you do before we get up out of here. Mike. Mike, tell us what you do.
Oh, well, I do a lot of things, but I'm a film critic, filmmaker. I have 2 radio shows, 2 podcasts, a couple films in the works, but you can find me at Mike on Screen on Twitter and Instagram, and on Facebook, Mike on Screen, Mike Sargent.
All right, Mike Sargent in the house.
Thank you, Mike.
Jay.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, look at you. All right.
I gotta find my earbuds.
All right, so yeah, we were just talking about Megan. As you saw, Kit came with. You see her background, right? Look at her background. Say something, Kit.
You know I love some Megan.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna cover up her face because I'm pretending it's me. Hi. It's my husband Harry and it's my bitch Oprah.
So yeah, any thoughts, Jay, on Meg's and Harry's interview for Sunday?
I'm just waiting. You know, my main thing is what's the business behind the business? What's the ratings gonna be? How it's gonna shake out? I'm gonna tune in, of course, on Sunday and check it out. I'm pretty, I'm kind of a Megan fan. I can't wait to hear what she says. And I'm sure you mentioned Harry being on the James Corden show and all that whole interview he did. So that was fun. I mean, I just know everyone's buzzing about it. This is Oprah. Oprah says it's her best job ever. So, that's a big statement.
All right, well, we're getting ready to close up out of here. Anything else that you want to say, Jay, before we get up out of here?
Well, we're going to circle back probably next week on a little bit of Megan's, the fallout is, a little bit of George Floyd, see what's happening in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
And, there's just a whole lot of content is moving at the speed of light these days.
There ain't nothing else to do.
It's true.
You know, I mean, shucks, we could have. What else was happening hot that you could have covered? You know, just women's month and.
Oh yeah, it's national.
We're not gonna even talk about the Senate.
Oh no. Oh, you know.
We said what's hot. I mean,
Yeah.
unemployment is hot.
Yeah.
What about
that's
what about the organic life they found on that meteor?
Okay, first of all, let's even talk about how they're talking about like zombies are real. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
We got a lot
Oh yeah, the CDC put out like what to do with a zombie apocalypse.
Okay, first of all, what we gonna do, black people, is not deal with it and leave.
Listen. Why would they say something like that?
Exactly.
All those shots.
Exactly.
Everybody took all those shots. Why would they say something
you're
like
talking
that?
wrong person. You're talking wrong person.
You really are, because I'm like this.
Because I'm my email is lifeislikeScienceFiction@gmail.com. Okay, so that's how I see the world.
Why do they say that after everybody's rushing to take these shots? Another conversation.
I listen. Nothing about this pandemic has surprised me, and I'm waiting for the aliens to reveal themselves.
Oh my God!
I ride with Mike all day.
It's not only is it inevitable, it's obvious. You stand back, and if you saw that movie, you already know.
Yeah.
You know what human beings are going to do.
We're gonna have to
opening up Texas. Come on.
Oh my God!
All right. Here's my question to everybody.
Okay.
If the entire society, if a culture goes insane, right? Everybody's crazy. Everybody's insane. Nobody can tell reality from, a lie. How do you stay sane? How do you know that the society is insane? If the society is insane, how do you know what insanity is?
You just messed my mind up.
You messed your mind up, but he spoke the truth.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm always Mike all day. I'm right there with you. I'm like,
yeah.
All right.
So yeah, let's get in here. We're getting ready to get out of here. Jay, you got anything else to say besides anything else to say? There you go.
I'm good in the gang. This was fun. We
had a good time. Hey, you did the damn thing with that live. I loved it. Juice, I love the music. Everything is great. I can't wait for us to be together again.
Me too.
I like the futuristic decor in your apartment there, Jay. Looks like your moon apartment. They have the circular lamps on the moon.
You know what?
Nothing but jokes.
Talk about coming to America 1 and 2. I just threw it all the way back.
Listen, I like it.
So look, you can catch us always on with Tonya and Jay featuring DJ J.E. Weiss. We're on across all platforms. IG and Facebook. TJ Always On. You can catch us on Apple, Google, all that, everything else. YouTube, Always On with Tonya and Jay. The letter and the ampersand sign. So, wait a minute. We got one more thing. We are now on We Rocks Radio. Juice, say where we are. On Wednesdays, 5 o'clock. What is it? Is it 5? Juice.
He's on Planet Juice.
He's walking. So we're going to be on Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to be on Wednesday at We Rocks Radio. We Rocks, ROCKS.com. That's all over the world there. We trying to be big time.
And I respect the fact that you did not spell always with a Z. I respect
that. There you go. Want to give a big shout out to Grandbody P for helping us out and all the crew for We Rocks Radio. Thank you. All right, we out of here, y'all.
All right. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Have a wonderful weekend, guys.
See you soon. Love you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
To America again.
All right. Bye-bye. All right.
Ciao, Juice.
That's still my joint, Juice. Still my joint, Juice. All right, we out. Peace out, everybody.
All right. Till next week.
Next week.
Zombies and pets. What's next?
Bye. Same time. Right here.
Yo, I think I'm gonna come live from Lincoln Center next week.
Okay, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
All right, bye, y'all.